and welcome to ShowBuilder Tutorials. Today I'm going to talk about how to use the running order page. This page is where you can input any scenes, songs, or dances to create a fully fleshed out snapshot of your show. Now, as you may remember from the Sharing a Production tutorial, only some company members, either discipline leaders or others with specific permissions enabled, are capable of adding or editing scenes, songs, or dances in the running order. This is because those entries and their order will be the same for everyone in the company, and any changes to them will be global to all company members. Cues, however, are specific to the person building them. Now, let's take a look at adding an entry. To start, I'd like to draw your attention to this Type to Add drop-down menu. When creating an entry, you need to be sure to select the type and then simply click on this add icon next to the menu. Doing so will then add an entry to the bottom of the running order. Now, if you'd like to instead insert a scene or a song into the middle of an order, you can use this add icon here. This is the Add After This Item icon. Utilizing this add icon will insert the new entry directly below. Also, if you'd like to move a cue, you can also utilize this move up or move down arrow. Here you can see I've moved my top of show checks to be below scene 1, or I can go ahead and move that back to the first thing in my cue. You can also cut and paste an entry by utilizing this cut icon. Simply cut whichever cue you'd like to move, and then you can paste it using the paste icon anywhere you would like. As you can see, I've now moved scene 1 to be below Story of My Life. I can also move it back just as easily, just like that. Now, when you add a scene or when you edit a scene, it will bring you to this particular page. Here you can input specifics about the scene, such as act, scene, letter, which is in case a scene has multiple subsections, such as 1A or scene 1B. You can also add a name, a page number, and a page letter, which similarly is in case you have subsections for a page, such as page 1A or page 1B, etc. You can also edit location here. Now, I'd like to point out that every parameter is customizable on this page. However, there is a combo box here for location. This allows you to look through existing current locations or to add new ones. You can also add an image here to distinguish this scene from others. Now, I'd like to draw your attention up here to the add icon bar. Here you can add an entry without having to go back to the grid to do so. You simply make your selection here with the drop-down menu, and then you can click Add to add a scene, song, cue, or dance. You also have this pull-out drawer menu. Here you can add images or see the scene character breakdown. Selecting the scene character breakdown will bring you to this new screen. This has some familiar features. Here you can use this combo box and the Add to Group icon to delineate who was in each scene. However, you can also use this drop-down menu to drop in entire character groups. Once you're done adding members, you can also then save and exit to the grid. Now let's take a look at editing a song. Song is very similar to scene. You can see here that you can number, name, drop in a location, and delineate page number. Also similar to scene, you can come to the drop-down menu and add images for the song, or see the song character breakdown. Now, moving on to dance. Here, you have essentially all of the same parameters that we saw in song, including the same pull-out drawer menu, where you can add dance images and take a look and edit the dance character breakdown. Now, cue is where we can get more specific. As I mentioned earlier, cues are specific to each company member. So when I click on the edit icon and this edit page opens up, you can see I have a variety of parameters to choose from. Here, I can not only add in the same pertinent information from other entries, but I can essentially create a roadmap for my cue. I can specify that this cue is cued by this member. I have a cue-like color. I can tell whether this is a visual cue, and I can include a cue line. Also, since these particular entries are specific per company member, we can see that we have privacy level listed here once again. Now, if we go to our pull-out drawer menu, we can see that we have a new page here, which is the Cue Actions page. This is where we can really begin to go into detail. Often our cues may have multiple steps. For instance, I may need to place the Gingy Practical on the back of the Gingy unit and then also adjust the volume knobs. Cue Actions allows me to list and add detail to those specific steps. By clicking on the add icon here, I am then brought to this page. Here you can see further specifications to detail a segment of a cue and a section called Note. Here in Note you can explain exactly what needs to take place, and as you add in each step, you begin to see a clear, full picture of the cue as a whole. Now, in returning to the grid view, one of the more helpful features here in running order is the ability to view running order as any company member. This means essentially that you can pull up the cue sheet for any company member. This ability to cross-reference can be incredibly helpful in a variety of ways. For instance, if I have a microphone go down during the course of a show and I need to change it, often that element or pack lives either under a wig or is worked through and styled into a performer's hair. So in order to change that microphone, I need a hair person to help me facilitate that swap. So if I'm new to a show, if I'm subbing on a show, or the show is a short run, I may not know automatically where that hair person might be to alert them of the issue. So being able to check that easily can cut down on time spent searching for that individual and give us more time to solve the problem at hand. To navigate to other company members, you need to come to this drop-down menu, which is View As. Here you can scroll through any other company member and see exactly what their running order looks like. If I open up somebody who doesn't have specific cues, all I'll see here are the basic scene, song, and dance entries. Going back to my particular page, once you have all of this information, it's very easy to generate paperwork using the Reports Designer. We will talk about the Reports Designer in a later tutorial. And that is a basic overview of the running order page. We hope this was a useful video for you, and as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below or send us an email. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.